friends. Yesterday, you saw the author, Kevin Henkes, and he read the book Waiting to you. I love that book, Waiting, especially now as we all sit at home. We're all kind of waiting to see what's going to happen, right? I would like to read another Kevin Henkes book to you called Sheila Ray the Brave. Sheila Ray wasn't afraid of anything. She wasn't afraid of the dark. Her sister Louise is saying, "Are you sleeping, Sheila Ray?" She wasn't afraid of thunder and lightning. Look at her sister. What's her sister doing? And she wasn't afraid of the big black dog at the end of the block. At dinner, Sheila Ray made believe that the cherries in her fruit cocktail were the eyes of dead bears, and she ate 5 of them. Look at Louise. What is she doing? At school, Sheila Ray giggled when the principal walked by. And when her classmate Wendell stole her jump rope during recess, Sheila Ray tied him up until the bell rang. "I am very brave," Sheila Ray said, patting herself on the back. Do you think that was nice of her to wrap up Wendell with her jump rope? I agree. Sheila Ray stepped on every crack in the sidewalk without fear. When her sister, Louise, said there was a monster in the closet, Sheila Ray attacked it. And she rode her bicycle no-handed, with her eyes closed. "Yay, yay, Sheila Ray!" her friends yelled, clapping their hands. One day, Sheila Ray decided to walk home from school a new way. Louise was afraid to. "You are too brave for me," Louise said. "You are always such a scaredy cat," Sheila Ray called. "Am not," whispered Louise. Sheila Ray started off skipping. "I am brave," she sang. "I am fearless." She stepped on every crack. She walked backwards with her eyes closed. Who is following her? You see? She growled at stray dogs and bared her teeth at stray cats, and pretended that the trees were evil creatures. She climbed up them and broke their fingers off. Snap, snap, snap. Sheila Ray walked and walked. She turned corners. She crossed streets. It suddenly occurred to Sheila Ray that nothing looked familiar. Oh, dear friends, do you think it was a good idea to take a new way home from school today? How do you think Sheila Ray is feeling right now? Look at her face. Sheila Ray heard frightening noises. They sounded worse than thunder. She thought horrible thoughts. They were worse than anything she had ever imagined. "I am brave," Sheila Ray tried to convince herself. "I am fearless." The sounds became more frightening. The thoughts became more horrible. Sheila Ray sat down on a rock and cried. "Help!" she sniffed. Why is she crying? Yeah, because she's lost. She thought of her mother and her father and Louise. "Mother, Father, Louise," she cried. "Here I am," a voice said. "Louise," Sheila Ray hugged her sister. "We're lost," Sheila Ray said. "No, we're not," said Louise. "I know the way home. Follow me." Louise stepped on every crack. She walked backwards with her eyes closed. She growled at stray dogs and bared her teeth at stray cats. Who's brave now? And she pretended that the trees were evil creatures. She jumped up and broke their fingers off. Snap, snap, snap. Sheila Ray walked quietly behind her. They walked and walked. They crossed streets. They turned corners. Soon their house could be seen between the trees. Sheila Ray grabbed Louise and dashed up the street. When they reached their own yard and the gate was closed behind them, Sheila Ray said, "Louise, you are brave. You are fearless." "We both are," said Louise. And they walked backwards into the house with their eyes closed. The beginning of the book, Louise was not very brave, was she? But then she had got to help out her big sister, and that gave her confidence. I wonder if you can think of a time that you felt like Louise and Sheila Ray, when you felt brave. Would you write about that and send it to me?